Hey, I'm Harry. After getting all these awesome new investors, what does the future look like next 3 months for ProductHunt?
Next 3 months. So I've been getting that question a lot. And for the next 3 months, honestly, what we're doing is we're building out the team. We have someone who started, Rado, who started earlier this week, and another engineer starting in 2 weeks. So really focusing on recruiting and building out the team and building out the current product, and really focusing on our current community and current audience. And as you guys all know, it's very much in the startup world and the techie world, a lot of entrepreneurs, founders, etc. And there's some cool things that I'm excited about. You know, we just released, some of you may have noticed this, but we just released some social features. Right now, when someone posts something, someone that you follow on Twitter posts something, you might get a notification of that. Not all the time, but you might get a notification when they post a product, and that's the first step towards adding some social layers and some social features on ProductHunt. So within the next few weeks, you'll see some following aspects, you'll see some other things in that area, and really what we're doing is preparing for next year when we do more expansion, and you'll see much more changes then.
How are you planning on monetizing ProductHunt? Are you thinking about that at all?
Yeah, good question. So there's
a question.
No, we don't need to make money ever. We're just making money and hiring and burning through it all. No, honestly, there's some more obvious things that we may experiment with, and some of the more obvious is product promotion. You know, of course, we'll do it in a smart way, and we'll be very obvious about what is paid for. But I think that we can provide relevant product recommendations based on what you've done on the site, what you've upvoted, what you've clicked on. You sort of have this, over time, interest of what you like. And I believe there's some smart ways we can do that. Now, that's less interesting and I think a little bit more boring than what I want to do. You know, one idea longer term is how can we help you buy things or help you sign up more easily on ProductHunt? And take, for example, you see something cool. Right now, to buy that, you need to go to that site, you need to enter your credit card, you need to sign up, and you need to go through all this to purchase that item. So I think we can help with that, potentially be a part of that transaction and make that easier for consumers.
One thing I'd love to see while our next question comes up is sub-communities. To have sub-communities. So like Drone Craft, which is presenting next, they posted yesterday, and they got a lot of upvotes, but to connect with other drone fans and product people. Cool.
Called dronies.
Dronies, yes. The dronies sub-community.
I have a lot of droney friends. They totally geek out on that stuff, so I totally get that.
Hey, so you've done a great job of curating great content and keeping it short. It seems like you kind of hit a sweet spot where it's kind of in Twitter length, where you can kind of consume the day's worth of products. How do you see that scaling up? And right now there's kind of a tech focus. Do you see this expanding to other different types of products? And how might you guys integrate that into kind of more of a platform?
Yeah, so I mentioned, you know, right now in the next 3 months, we're focusing on the current community, current audience, current types of products, which is vast, but it's very tech-centric. Longer term, early next year, you'll see other categories emerge and other drone categories maybe in the future. There might be a droney hunt, who knows? And so that's exactly where we're going longer term. And the reason for that is we're starting to see these sub-communities already emerge. You know, right now, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's this really strong design community that's kind of emerging, and you see a lot of design tools and resources that get upvoted, and people love that stuff, but not everyone. And as it grows, there's going to be these really strong communities that are super passionate about design stuff or drones or whatever, and they're going to want their own place. So we are certainly looking in that direction, and there are many different types of categories that split out over time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So we're using this new tool in the spirit of ProductHunt called Vonvo, and I think someone on Vonvo has a question.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
I was actually wondering if you have any plans on being able to save previous lists.
So for those that don't know, we've been doing collections every single day, a different collection, and it could be like the team products collection, which is curated by teams, or it could be New York-based startups or products, or iPhone apps, those kind of things. And you know, it's all been very experimental, and intentionally we've kind of put it away and hidden it from the main experience because we don't want to disrupt that too much. And what we're thinking is, do we want to make those permanent? Do we want to allow people to create their own collections? Does that overcomplicate the product, though? So I guess to answer your question, we're still experimenting and figuring out where that fits. And with what we're doing with ProductHunt in general, we're very experimental, and we're also aware that we don't want to change things too drastically.
Right.
That's one why we released the image-based presentation. I don't know if you all have seen this, but we have now a grid view of products where it's a screenshot of the homepage and it's grid rather than a list. And for some things it works. For some people they like it, but for us to drastically change the homepage to look like that would be a big mistake.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Time for one more question.
Which maybe we could turn something like Ready Desk or collections. But I don't even check it out yet, just so I can check it out later. Is there anything around like favorites or just like bookmark?
You're the third person to mention something like that in the past couple of days. And so a recurring theme is the ability to bookmark or to save things that you want to check out later. And I know people that have Trello boards just for ProductHunt of products they found that they want to check out. And they have like almost a fast flow of using them or storing them for later. Like here are my marketing tools, for example. So that use case exists, and we're trying to find the right way to do that. There's one option, which is the most obvious, that maybe we have a bookmark button that's completely separate from the upvote button. But the worry is that might overcomplicate it. It might confuse people. And then what does the bookmark mean versus the upvote? So we're still exploring the right approaches. And, we're also exploring the user profiles. Those are getting a redesign. A lot of people don't know you even have a profile on ProductHunt, and it's really our fault because it's kind of hidden. But when you upload something, it's stored there, and we'll be showing other things too, like products you've made, for example, if you're marked as a maker, that kind of thing.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for calling in, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for organizing this. This is awesome. It's I love when these meetups happen because I get to see them from Twitter, like the pictures and everything. So tweet some pictures, and I will favorite the hell out of them.
There's a lot of developers here. Do you want to plug your hackathon that's coming up?
Yeah, that's a good point. It is October 26th and 27th. And it's not just going to be in Mountain View, but it will be remote. So if you're in New York or wherever, you can hack along with us.
Well, thanks again, Ryan.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys.